Then the remarks for the class of 2026 from Brandon Neibauer Adams. The honor song will be Little Bear, and then the presentation of the class of 2026 by Lisa Konzemius and Brandon Neibauer Adams, with the presentation of the diplomas by Jacqueline Tiedemann, who is a mom of one of the graduates, and Patty Dillable, who is a grandma of one of the graduates, and they're both on the school board. And then the recessional will be the Pirates of the Caribbean, played by the Crookston High School Band. So 88 students will be receiving their diplomas today, and we'll let you enjoy the Crookston High School Band. And again, we're just minutes away from the start of the ceremony here at the Crookston High School Gymnasium.
Test, test. Well, seniors, you've done it. Congratulations. It's great. On behalf of the Crookston School District, it is both an honor and it's a delight to welcome parents, family members, friends, staff, distinguished guests, and soon-to-be graduates to our graduation ceremony. Thank you all for joining us this evening to celebrate the momentous occasion with the class of 2026. Today marks a significant milestone for our seniors who stand before us ready to embark on the next chapter of lives. I assure everyone here that these graduates are well equipped and prepared for the journeys ahead, wherever they may lead. We have no doubt that this class of 2026 will leave a lasting positive impact on the world around them. Each of you has a potential to achieve whatever you set your mind to. And the Crookston School District have been proud to provide a strong foundation for your future success. The entire school community, along with your parents, celebrates your achievements and shares the pride of this moment. My heartfelt congratulations to each of you. Pursue your passions, create your own path to success, and always remember, once a pirate, always a pirate. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Lisa Konzemius, and I am the principal here at Crookston High School. At this time, I would like to recognize our graduating seniors who have chosen to serve our country through military service. Would these students please stand and be recognized? We thank you for your willingness and commitment to serve our country, and you may be seated. Tonight is a celebration of the Crookston High School Class of 2026 and all that they've accomplished. Seniors, this evening represents those years of hard work, growth, challenges, memories, and moments that brought you to this stage. As you move into the next chapter, remember this quote by an author and motivational speaker named John Gordon. Success is not about being the best, it's about always getting better. Each of you will take a different path from here, but the lessons you've learned, the relationships you've built, and the experiences you've shared as pirates will stay with you. I challenge each of you to reach for your dreams and continue believing in yourselves, because anything is possible if you are willing to work for it and keep trying. We are proud of you, of the people you've become, and are excited to see you impact the world and the future. You will make it your own. Congratulations, seniors, and welcome to your graduation ceremony. Our first student address will be given by Ava Martin, daughter of Derek Martin and Jacqueline Tiedemann, along with Taylor Wieland, daughter of Josh and Sarah Wieland, and they will now share a message with the graduating class of 2026.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2026. It's honestly so hard to believe this moment is finally here. For so long, graduation felt so far away, and now suddenly we're sitting here together for the very last time as a class. When we first came to the school as little 7th graders, most of us walked in nervous, overwhelmed, and trying to act like we were worried about fitting in, finding classes, and just making it through our first year here. Now we're walking out a little more confident, a little more experienced, but probably still pretending we have everything figured out. But somewhere between 7th grade year and now, we grew up. We made friendships, memories, mistakes, and moments that shaped us into the people we are today.
The class of 2026 somehow always managed to get disqualified or get something banned. Every single year we found a way to make color wars unforgettable, and not always for the right reasons. One year, the boys decided to paint themselves completely red for color wars in 9th grade, only to be told to wash it off. Not only was the bathroom dyed completely red, but so were they. We were immediately disqualified again. And if that wasn't enough, that winter we even managed to get Snowfest King and Queen banned.
The class of 2026 was also the best at rage baiting the teachers. Sorry, Mr. Moe and Mr. Adams. Every day before class started in Mr. Moe's room, we'd put a zoomed-in picture of him from his pizza eating contest on the board and draw all over it. It was always zoomed in so close enough to where you could count all the pepperonis on the pizza. He'd walk in already irritated, and honestly, that just became part of the routine. We never really accomplished much in that class. We mostly did each other's hair and then asked Mr. Moe if he wanted his done too. That was also the class where the infamous eraser challenge began, and from there, ultimate chaos took over.
Mr. Adams' class wasn't much better. The chaos level was always at a high. From Carter tripping over Cameron's volleyball bag and falling into the bookshelf, which then fell on top of all of us in the back of the room, to flipping his entire classroom around on April Fool's Day while he stepped out, we really kept him on his toes. There was also the time where the accidental airdrop pictures were sent to the whole class, including Mr. Adams. And the days we turned off all the lights and hid just to see his reaction. Somehow, through all the chaos, the class was full of laughs and memories we'll never forget.
But throughout all our time at Crookston High School, one thing that makes the class of 2026 so special is how close we all are as a group. We've always been a tight-knit class. We've laughed together, grown together, and somehow managed to make every day memorable. We won't remember everything we learned, but we will definitely remember the random, funny moments that made these years fly by. We'll always remember Mason crawling in the ceilings, Chloe choking on a corn dog, Casey famously rolling down the bleachers from the very top during a pet fest, Mr. C's Spanish class and the lectures he would give us about life, and the time we put Mr. Hare's face on our powder puff shirts, and the secret food fights. These are the things that have made these years so memorable. We didn't just grow up alongside each other, we grew up together.
Now we're all headed in different directions. Some of us are leaving for college, some of us are starting jobs, and some of us are still trying to figure out what comes next. But I think one thing high school's taught us is nobody really has it all figured out, and that's okay. No matter where life takes us after tonight, we'll always share the memories and experiences that brought us here tonight.
So to the class of 2026, thank you for the laughter, the chaos, and the memories that made these years unforgettable. No matter where we go next, part of us will always be connected by the years we spent growing up together. It turns out the best part of school wasn't the classes, it was the people sitting next to us the whole time. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it!
Our next student address will be given by Chloe Bowl, daughter of Brian and Melissa Bowl. She will now share a message with the graduating class of 2026.
Good evening, everyone, classmates, teachers, families, and everyone who helped us make it to this moment. Tonight isn't just about receiving a diploma, it's about celebrating every late night, every challenge, and every memory that brought us here together. Honestly, I think half of us are still shocked that they let us graduate, but here we are, dressed like academic burritos and pretending we have our lives together. High school has been an experience. We survived pop quizzes, group projects, where one person carried the entire team, and teachers who said this won't be on the test and then absolutely put it on the test. We learned important life skills too, like how to function on 3 hours of sleep, how to write a 5-page essay the night before it's due, and how to look very interested while mentally checking out. To the teachers, thank you for your patience, your dedication, and for pretending not to notice when we were definitely not paying attention. To my family, Mom and Dad, thank you for being the people who stood beside me through every high and every low that brought me to this stage tonight. Thank you for the early mornings, late nights, constant encouragement, and for believing in me even when I doubted myself. Every achievement I celebrated today is because of the love, support, and sacrifices you gave along the way. No matter where life takes me after graduation, I'll always carry your guidance, your lessons, and your love with me. I wouldn't be the person I am today without you. And to my classmates, we did it. We're stepping into the next chapter, college, work, the military, or just lying on the floor trying to figure out what comes next. Whatever path we take, at least we know we can handle chaos. We've had 4 years of practice. But before we sprint into the future, like we're late to our first hour again, I want to take a moment to be real. The world we're stepping into is big, unpredictable, and sometimes overwhelming. But it's also full of opportunity. We don't have to have everything figured out today. What matters is that we keep moving, keep growing, and keep choosing the kind of people we want to become. One verse that captures that hope is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future. Even when life feels uncertain, we can trust our story is still unfolding in a meaningful way. And honestly, if there's one thing our class has proven, it's that success isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up for each other, laughing through the chaos, and making memories we'll talk about for years. Thank you, Logan Brecken, for shaping me into the person I am today, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
At this time, the Crookston High School Choir, under the direction of Adrian Winger, will perform Humble and Kind, followed by Flashlight.
Tomorrow comes, I'll be on my own, feeling frightened of the things that I don't know. When tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes. And though the road is long, I look up to the sky, and in the dark I found lost hope that I won't fly. And I sing along, I sing along, and I sing along. I got all I need when I got you and I look around me and see a sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Can't stop my heart when you're shining in my eyes. Can't lie, it's a sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. It's my flashlight, my flashlight, my flashlight. Flashlight, oh, shadows long beneath the mountaintop, and I'm not afraid when the rain won't stop. 'Cause you light the way, you light the way, you light the way. I got all I need when I got you and I look around me and see a sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Can't stop my heart when you're shining in my eyes. Can't lie, it's a sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Light, light, you're my flashlight. Light, light, you're my flashlight. Light, 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 you're my flashlight. Light, light. I got all I need when I got you and I look around me and see a sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Can't stop my heart when you're shining in my eyes. Can't lie, it's a sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. 'Cause you're my flashlight.
It has been customary for the graduating class to select a member of the high school staff to address address them at their commencement ceremony. This year's class has selected Brandon Neibauer Adams. Mr. Neibauer Adams has served the school district for 6 years. He actually came here when they were 7th graders. On behalf of the senior class, it's a pleasure to welcome Mr. Neibauer Adams as this year's commencement speaker.
We need to rip off a Band-Aid here that you all know is coming. Class of 2026, we have spent a lot of time together. I've taught some of you once, some twice, some 4 separate times. I don't even know if that should be allowed. And if we were streaming series on Netflix, I'm sure we would have gotten an Emmy by now. As you've approached your graduation day, I've had memories go through my head more frequently, especially when I think back to you as 8th graders. From you getting Ms. Rue to distract me so you could completely rearrange my classroom, to hiding in the room so I thought I didn't have any students that day, and even some of our frequent sayings, thanks to Autumn. As many of you know, one story keeps coming to mind. So let's go down memory lane once more. English 8, period 5. Mr. Carter Fee is out of his desk for some reason I'm sure made sense at the time. On his way back, out of nowhere appears the wild, untamed backpack of Cameron Prue. Carter trips, grabs onto the bookcase at the back of the room. One of the shelves tip and books go flying. My lesson on writing your essay for the outsiders is lost. And I just stare. And you pick them up. Then Rihanna Moore taught me how patient I was. She gave a little line I remember to this day. This guy is so chill, most teachers would be freaking out right now. Carter, I want you to know that that scene lives rent-free in my head and plays on repeat on a weekly basis. Rihanna, that's when I truly learned I had the patience to teach 8th grade. And Cameron, we know why teachers want the aisles clear, right? Despite some of the funnier memories of middle school, we know that we've all grown over these years together, including being more careful with what we post, share, or airdrop. Sometimes it's believed that teachers only see grades, but when we know you for years, we witness identity formation. We see your confidence growing and you finding your niche. And we start to see the path you are choosing to follow. But as you create that path, it is also creating you. You've already made decisions that will influence you down the road, whether that's your next step in life, where you're moving, or even what you'll be doing come Monday. You've made friendships that will continue for years to come and others that will remain fond memories. And most likely, this is the last time that all of you will be together in a room at once. Now, it wouldn't be right if I didn't try to impart some advice to you before you leave one last time, so I'm going to share with you some hard truths I've learned along the way. The first piece of advice is pay attention to what makes you feel alive versus what makes you slowly disappear. You may feel pressure to pick the safe path, to have the next 40 years of your life mapped out, or to stay in careers that drain you. Or even worse, to maintain versions of yourself that don't fit just to earn approval. Know that your joy matters, your fulfillment matters. And if you feel dread instead of joy, something needs to change. Sometimes we also feel like we need permission to change, so here it is. Don't settle for a life that you hate. Choose what brings you joy. Now, with that, you realize that sometimes the path you're on needs to change. Maybe it's a certain fashion trend you're trying out, or maybe it's that hairstyle you thought looked really pretty awesome. Well, unfortunately, long gone are the days when those stayed hidden away in yearbooks. Now it's all online or saved on someone's phone forever. But even if we cringe at some of the things we wrote about in our 8th grade letters, I promise you, as time passes, you won't mind so much. However, just like you change your fashion and hairstyle, so too can you change other aspects of your life if they no longer fit you. This can be your college major, your college itself, your job, your friend group, your reputation, and even your identity. High school makes everything feel so permanent, but even 1 year from now, I promise high school will feel like a distant, hopefully fond memory. 10 or 15 years from now, it'll feel like a lifetime ago. Some powerful truths to remember: people reinvent themselves constantly. Adults change careers. Relationships end. New passions emerge, and sometimes we even fail at things we try to do. Some of you are terrified at making the wrong choice. Is this the right college, the right job, the right path? Adulthood is less about making one perfect decision and more about learning that you are allowed to change. Even when things don't go your way, you can ask yourself, will this matter tomorrow, next week, next month, next year? Most likely at some point in that questioning, you'll reach no. So for those who need to hear it, it's okay to start over. So if you choose what makes you feel alive and you choose to start over when needed, you may find one day that you're not the same person you are right now, and that's the point. You don't stop developing on graduation day, you continue to grow. You are already in the process of becoming someone else, whether you notice it or not. We tend to treat change like a problem to solve, but most of the time, it's just what happens when a person starts paying attention to their life. We often expect change to happen quickly, suddenly, and dramatically. The first day of college, the first day on the job, but really change is slow. It's subtle. It's often only visible in hindsight. Most of the time, you don't become a different person in a single moment. Instead, you gradually stop fitting the person you used to be. So if you look back at who you were when you first walked into Crookston High School, and you don't fully recognize them anymore, that's the point to all of this. You've grown and developed so much, and life is going to keep shaping you as you shape it. Class of 2026, I hope by now you see where this is all going. As you become adults, your interests will continue to develop. You will continue to develop. Embrace new interests, friends, hobbies, and experiences. The people sitting beside you know versions of you that may never exist again after tonight, and that's not something to fear. That's life. You are supposed to grow. You are supposed to outgrow things. You are supposed to discover that there are parts of yourself you haven't met yet. You are allowed to become someone new. And while we're going to miss you, we are excited to see who you are going to become. Congratulations, class of 2026.
A Native American honor song is performed to recognize and pay tribute to the achievements of our scholars. Please show respect by standing, removing headwear if possible. No photographs may be taken at this time, and the honor song is dedicated to the class of 2026. So please stand. Superintendent Brewer, Board of Directors Dillabo and Tiedemann, CHS faculty, and honored guests. As principal of Crookston High School, it is my duty and honor to inform completed the course of study prescribed by the Board of Directors and the Board of Education of Crookston School District 593 and the state of Minnesota, together with the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto, given this day, Friday, May 22nd, 2026. As such, I declare the class of 2026 to be graduated.
As we call the graduates, we ask that you remain seated as our local media will take care of pictures as the students receive their diploma. Would the first row please rise? Marissavel Mia Aceves. With high honors, Mercedes Aceves. Zachariah Hakim Ali. With highest honors, Madeline Eileen Anderson. Riker Steele Arnold. Jose Daniel Arriaga. With high honors, Ashlyn J. Bailey. Alexa Marie Bartram. Tristan Ash Bell. Jasmine Lynn Blow. With highest honors, Chloe Elizabeth Bowl. Maya Rose Bauer. Logan Ann Brecken. Mercedes Elizabeth Brown. Jace Paul Brueggemann. Nolan James Cassavant. Brady James Chandler. Miles David Cornelli. David Glenn Ducksavage. Cody Allen Demra. Delicia Lynn Deshane. Isaiah Ryan Donarski. Grayson John Ecker. Anton Richard Elbinger. Katie Lene Erickson. Carter John Fee. Hoyt Andrew Philippi. With high honors, Garrett Trent Fisher. Mario Mikhail Roberto Gomez. With highest honors, Gunnar Percy Groven. Jacob Lee Halverson. Kanan Takahiro Hansen. Georgia Isabella Hebert. Joshua Noah Hesby. With honors, Gavin James Luchny. Amelia Rose Horner. With highest honors, Ashton James Hoffman. Dexter Raymond Janik. Bailey Joe Clinert. Madeline Pauline Knutson. Emma Jean LaPlante. Morgan Bailey Larson. With high honors, Haley Eden Leckie. Ella Grace Catherine Liram. With honors, Xander Kyle Luco. Brian Marrero. Wyatt Lloyd Marcella. With highest honors, Ava Grace Martin. Isaac James Michaud. Micaiah Arnett Moore. Rihanna Leanne Moore. Kieran Joseph Mulvey. With high honors, Hallie Lynn Nicholas. Ian Thomas Olsland. Caleb Overby. Lucas Matthew Perala. With honors, Zachariah James Plant. Jason Alexander Polendo. Cameron K. Prue. Lennon Donald Prudhomme. Evan Price Prunetta. J. Owen Reese. Mason Maxwell Reitmeyer. Isaiah Marcus Reyes. Autumn Patricia Rowan. Memengwa Eliana Sam. Zizi Buckwad Edna Sam. Caden Tyler Sanders. Taylor Cora Schultz. Evan Reed Schockman. Tarek Guy Siegley. Zachary Allen Simpson Gibson. Kaylee Aletha Smith. With highest honors, Lucy Ann Smith. Aaron William Stroot. Michaela Josephine Taryn. With high honors, Nichelle Mary Tellez Vasquez. Avery Jean Trudeau. Makodi Robert Weber. Adelia Faith Wyland Porter. Casey Blaine Wyland. With highest honors, Samuel Richard Widseth. With highest honors, Taylor Jean Wieland. Peter Auka Wiersma. With highest honors, Reggie Charles Winjum. Cade Joseph Wisk. Marcos Nicholas Zapata.
Seniors, will you please rise? The turning of the tassel is a tradition used to signify a person's transition from candidate to graduate. At the high school level, the tassel is worn on the right side of the cap at the start of the ceremony. And now that you've received your diplomas, graduates, please move your tassels to the left. It is my privilege to present to you for the first time the Crookston High School Alumni Class of 2026. This concludes our ceremony this evening. Please stay in your seats until the processional is complete. Thank you for coming.